I don't have very long to work on this, but I want to get it knocked out. I just unboxed my Tarot of Aphrodite, which I need to put these cards away. And it's a lovely, lovely deck. And it came with this title card, which I want to turn into a journal card that I will use the back of to write notes about my first reading with the deck. And also it's just gorgeous. How could I not? And I'm also thinking I kind of want to have, because Venus is such a big part of my life lately, I kind of want to have it like near the beginning of the book. But I don't want it to block my Ace of Cups, and the pocket's so deep you can't even see her. I don't want to cover You Are Magical. I don't really want to cover any part of this collage right now. It just doesn't feel right. This is already like dressed up for the new moon reading in Capricorn, so like that's what that is now. And then I just don't like that pocket's too deep, and it just doesn't really go with any of this, and I don't want to go too much further in the book. So I've decided I want to do a tip-in, and I have these 2 pages that I just pulled out of my last junk journal that I had just like tucked in there to be writing space, and then never used. And I really like both of them, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. And I'm gonna tip it in here, which is to say I'm going to use some washi tape and some glue to make it go here. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pause this real quick while I, that's a candidate. That's not a candidate. That's a candidate, maybe. Hold on, I'm gonna go pick a washi tape. Okay, we're keeping it simple. I'm just gonna use this plain light pink washi tape. I think it matches all of these things perfectly. And there's already a lot of pattern going on here with this and all this and this. So we're gonna keep it simple. And what I'm thinking I wanna do, well, we'll tip it in first and then we'll talk about the other things. So let's get my art glitter glue here. I almost need to refill this. And so I've got, I think I made a video of when I was making this waterfall, which is so cool. I love it so much. It makes me so happy. This is only attached to this page by this little tiny band right here. So I can't really do like one long piece of washi tape to tip it in, I don't think. But I can do like 1, 2, maybe 3 if I want to cover the middle of the flower, like hinges of washi tape. So that's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So we're just gonna tear this off. And I do want this pretty much right there in the middle. Just gonna do a little bit of, I lost my proper pin for this bottle, so I've just been using a sewing pin, but they rust. And I just need to know, guys, because I don't need more bottles. The bottles come with the pin that doesn't rust, but I don't need more bottles. I already have another one of these bottles empty. I just need a better supply of pins that are not for sewing, just for, they can be sewing pins, that's fine. But just for plugging my art glitter glue bottle, I need pins that won't rust. If you can suggest for me such a pin, I would be forever grateful. Okay, and also I'm noticing that this washi tape is quite transparent, which is nice. Which means I probably will do one over the middle here. I didn't want to like cover the flower, but if you'll still be able to like see the flower a little bit, that's fine, and I don't mind it. So yeah, so you'll notice that at least at first there, my art glitter glue was coming out a little bit brown because it's rusty. from the rusty pin. Okay. Anyhow, we have been, I feel like the whole country has been, is what I hear, having quite a cold snap the last week or so. Today is the first day we've had that hasn't been just ridiculous in that way. Like, I think it's actually like 60 something outside right now, or at least that's the high today. And I'm not like shivering in my boots right now, which is amazing. That's a huge amount of progress. I have been shivering in my boots all week. I'm in Texas, where it's not really supposed to freeze very often, if at all. Like, part of why people, as my friend was saying to me on the phone yesterday, she was like, I kind of thought that, like, that was one of the things that people liked about Texas, was that that doesn't happen there. And I was like, you're correct. That is one of the things that people like about Texas, is that this isn't supposed to happen here. But it has been happening here. It's been extraordinarily cold. We actually got snow one night. Not like a lot, you know, not like an impressive amount, but, you know, any amount of snow in central Texas is more snow than we're prepared for. And it wasn't enough snow to be fun. So, like, that's the thing. It's like, if you're gonna give me snow, give me enough snow that it's pretty and fun. Give me enough snow that I want to, like, at least, like, go outside and take pictures in it, right? This was, like, I took a couple pictures, like, through my window just to, like, prove that, like, I was there, it happened. But it was not, like, you could see the ground through the snow. It wasn't snow that invited you to go play in it. It was just snow that existed. And okay, yes, so I think what we will do, I really like this vellum pocket here. I like how, like, I've got these affirmations from this reading on here, and I can read all of the affirmations through the vellum pocket. That makes me happy, and that's kind of what I want to do here. I want to be able to see Venus/Aphrodite through the vellum pocket. So let's see. I think I have a scrap of vellum in here that is big enough for this. But if I don't, I can go get some more. I also have this. We'll audition that in a second, but I think that might be a little fragile for what I'm trying to do here. Apologies, I know this isn't the most exciting part to watch. Oh, is that it? I swear I just saw. No. Am I making things up? I hate the idea of, like, creating more vellum scraps when I have a vellum scrap in here just waiting to be used, but I'm not seeing it. So, nope, not see-through enough and too fragile. So we will get another piece of vellum. But yeah, I know I'm sure a lot of you are watching from parts of the country where it's been like 0 degrees or less, and you're like, oh no, it froze. You got a 1/4 inch of snow. But you know what? I did. And I was freezing. And we're just like, it's, you know, you just got to understand that, like, there's a big difference between a certain temperature somewhere where, like, that happens and you're prepared for it, and that same temperature somewhere where that doesn't fucking happen and you're not prepared for it. Okay, let's see. We're looking at, I want it to be less than 4 inches. If I do 3.5, that is more than enough room for my card. So we're gonna do 3.5 wide. Pop it in the scrap bin. And then, I guess actually like 3.5 deep wouldn't be bad either. And I think I do want it wider than that. So let's do it 3.5 deep. And then we'll just mark it where we want it. I want it there. Trim that. And that's lovely. Is that going to be too deep? Yeah. That's okay. We don't mind scraps. We use them. Let's cut a full ass 1.5 off. Let's cut an inch off and then see how we feel. That feels better. And then we'll pop her in about like that. That feels good. Okay, I like that. And I think we'll just use this same washi tape here to attach this. Dun, 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 dun. Again, I never trust washi tape, so I always glue it down if I need it to, if I need to actually be able to count on it. I'm trying to hold that in a steady position while I get this down. There we go. I'll do the bottom here. Oh. Ah. I got all quiet because I was focusing. But yeah, so the reason I don't have much time today is because I used the very, very, very cold weather as I think a rather legitimate excuse to not get a whole lot done. It was simply too cold to get a whole lot done. But I don't have that excuse today, which means that I kind of need to get a whole lot done today. And if my husband comes home and all I've done is unbox tarot decks and junk journal and make YouTube videos and eat breakfast, he's not going to be too pleased with that. And I'm not going to feel very good about myself either. Well, that'll have to do. Will it have to do? Or can I? No, it doesn't have to do. I can adjust it just a hair. I don't want it to come up above the edge of the vellum because I don't want it to interrupt the opening at all. I want to have a nice wide opening so I can do that. And now I think, okay, so I guess first things first, I want to back this so that I can actually write on it. I think I have some pink parchment scraps in here, but this could be another wild scrap chase. Ooh, maybe this was the wrapper for the deck. Maybe I'll use that to make a tab for the top of the card. I was just thinking I want to make a tab for it. That would be a great thing to use. Oh, well, I don't think I have a scrap of it out, but I have a piece of it out. Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna use this. And we're gonna put the pin in the art glitter glue. Oh no. See, this is how they get lost. It's so easy, and I don't feel like I held on to that last pin for like a good 6 months. So I don't feel like I don't feel like this is my fault. I feel like if you can hold on to one of these pins for 6 months, like you're doing really well. So yeah, I'm not really willing to like take a whole lot of the blame for losing pins. I think that whoever is selling these bottles with the pins, or like whoever is selling the glue with the pin in it in the first place, needs to come clean about their pin source, so that I don't have to buy an entirely new bottle every time I lose my pin, because I think it's wasteful and unnecessary. Now I am going to do some here around the corners. Get that nice and wide on the edge there. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 gorgeous, perfect. Okay, now we put the pin back in the art glitter glue. We put the cap back on the yoo-hoo. And then, I guess we wait a second. And then, yeah, so I kind of want to, is that wide enough? No. But it could be if I put something else to decorate it. Where is let's get my fodder keeper. No, it's not really a question of where is my fodder keeper. It's hard to lose something this big. But I think this is where I'm keeping my Tim Holtz flowers and butterflies. Yes. And I think one of these is what we're gonna want here. So I'm kind of thinking, like, if I make a tab from this, then I'm just gonna want to have something that's wide enough to cover the name Natasha Fromm. Like, nothing against the creator of the deck. I just don't want it showing on my journal card. Ooh, what's this? I like it. I think that is quite lovely. Don't you? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I even need to audition anything else, do I? Let's see, anything else pop out to me here? Let's grab a couple things just to have out for this area, or for this journal in general, because I don't really want to get my fodder keeper out a million times, and I do want to use a bunch of these. Oh, I have one of those. Oh, that could be a good one too. Okay, we'll audition that one as well. Okay, we're getting out a bunch of roses for, that's too red and blue. Okay, for auditions here. And what's this? Let's save that. Okay, now we've got a bunch of roses out. I'm satisfied. Okay, so I think it's been long enough now, so let's cut this out. And then we can start to make, well, and then we can ink it, and then we can start to make some decisions. And then, so it is actually, I'm having a little bit of trouble with the cold. I tried making bread yesterday, and despite my starter being like definitely actually active, my bulk rise just didn't. My bulk rise just didn't bulk rise. And so, I don't know, like it seemed like it was bulk rising very slowly. And so rather than like shape it and wait up all night for it to do its second rise and bake it, I decided to just put the bulk rise while it was still in the middle of its bulk rise in the fridge overnight and just come back to it in the morning. But when you refrigerate dough, it gets so cold all the way through, and it just stays cold. And even when you bring it out at room temperature, I feel like it just takes so long. Like, I don't feel like it really ever comes up to room temperature. Like, and especially because like our room temperature lately is just not that warm. It's not really what the temperature of a room should be, in my professional opinion. And so all morning, all day, it's now early afternoon, I've been like waiting for this dough to come up to rise, and it's just, last time I checked it wasn't. I've filmed a couple of videos since then, so after this one I'll go check on it. But my hopes are not super high, and I don't really have like backup plans. So I'm supposed to do that, and then I'm also supposed to wash all of the produce that we got yesterday in my Thieves Fruit and Veggie Silk that I didn't wash yesterday because it was too cold. I just decided it was too cold to do that sort of thing. And let's see, I think I want about that much tab. Oh, I could have ripped that and had a nice little ripped edge. Oh well, didn't. So then we'll pop that there. And I guess we would pop that about, oh, you did a little higher. Pop that about there. This is actually, I think it's too long. So now we'll tear it. We'll put it there. And the torn edge will only show on the back because like that. And then if we did like that. I think that's pretty nice. Yeah, let's do it. Do I want to like, nah, not right now. I was thinking, do I maybe want to like stamp an image on the paper part of the tab while it still has the ability to lay flat? And then I just thought, not a big enough deal to me right now. Okay, and then let's use one of our trusty, actually we'll use two of our trusty clothespins here, because why not? Even what's trustier than one clothespin? Two clothespins. And actually, we're gonna do this differently. We're gonna do this like that. We're gonna use 3 clothespins so that we can actually get all the spots, because when I just used them this way, they weren't really getting a grip on this part because it's thinner than the part with the card in the middle. So we'll just let that chill for half a second here. And then I still want to think about how to cover where it says the Tarot of Aphrodite, because I just don't want to say that, even though I'm going to be journaling about that. Let's look at, yeah, let's look at my word snippets, my word snippet stickers. I don't really know if any of them are gonna be big enough. This is my favorite one. What is this one? This one, Clippings sticker book. So it's like word snippets, but it feels like they are like actually out of old books instead of just being like carefully chosen individual words and things like for journaling. Like it just seems, I don't know, it seems a little more whimsical and fun. You can't always find exactly what you're looking for. All her dreams would come true. For thy sweet love remembered. Always reminds me of her. She was a strange little girl. Learning to fly. Do all the good you can. Love. See, I think these are most of them are not big enough. Like learning to fly might be big enough, but it's not the vibe I'm looking for. Dearly beloved, we are gathered together. My sweetheart. Nope. Okay. Let's see. What do I have in my actual snippet box? Probably nothing good, but let's look anyway. Delightful consciousness. Not big enough. Tantalize the senses. Exactly the right size. It is kind of Venus vibes, but I'm not sure it's really what I want. What might end up happening here is I might just decide, actually, never mind. I'm fine with it saying the Tarot of Aphrodite. Alternatively, I might leave it for now, and then later when I get my typewriter back out, after I do some more organizing in this room to where I actually have a place to put it, I might like typewrite something. I actually have something for the Empress, but that's, yeah, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna come back to that question some other time. Maybe soon, maybe not soon. Okay, so if we're gonna do this, which we are, the only parts I can't put glue on are just the very tips. So we'll just get the whole middle. Okay. And then I'm not even gonna worry about wiping. Okay, maybe I'll worry about it a little bit. Okay. Pop that on there. Pop the thing back in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on... I mean, I can leave it saying the Tarot of Aphrodite because I am going to write about my first reading with this deck on here. So it wouldn't be all bad for it to say the Tarot of Aphrodite, and it would be fine. And I can always change it later. So let's go with that. She says, continuing to think of other options. Yeah, I could washi tape over it. Ooh, I could washi tape over it and then put a word snippet on it, and then I wouldn't have to worry about size, and I could pick any word snippet I want. Let's see. Let's think about that. Queen of the Evening. Her eyes gleamed, heart to heart. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do, but now I gotta pick one. I wasn't really thinking in these terms when I just went through this. The Fortune Teller. The Loveliest Things. She spoke from her heart. I kind of like she spoke from her heart, but we're gonna keep looking. These would be great snippets to use on oracle cards. For thy sweet love remembered. The beauty of this life. These are such good word snippet stickers. Something good is about to happen. Okay, we're gonna find the perfect one. I believe in us. Hello, sweet one. In my heart, I know. That's a good one. My Heart I Know is a good one because it looks almost like it's a light pink, and it talks about the heart. And I feel like often when we do tarot readings, it tells us things that we already know in our heart, and I feel like that's probably a lot of what's going to happen with this deck. In My Heart I Know. Okay. We're just gonna, there's only like one more page, 2 more pages, so we're just gonna check. And then we're gonna have to go find a washi tape. It's in my heart. It seems that she is always there. Actually, I think I want to use that. It seems that she is always there. I feel like that because I want, like, the back is going to have notes about my reading that I've just done, right? But the front is just going to be in this beautiful vellum pocket to, like, remind me of the wonderful relationship with Venus that is always there. This is really pretty. It's got these kind of almost like ocean wave motif, and it's gold. Let's see. It might possibly be, nope, not too transparent. But too short. That's fine. We'll find another place for that. We'll get that nice and it's gonna be great. Okay. We're just gonna apply a little bit of glue here. Hope we never change our mind because it's about to be too late. Seems that she is always there. Yes, and we're gonna glue this down as well because I don't know, I never really trust a sticker. Oh, especially not when it does that. Okay, now that is just lovely. Now I might want, I do probably want, let's see how she looks in here. Quite lovely, that's how. Oh, I love that. I think I want to put a butterfly up on this tab. And I think that I put my butterfly stickers in the bottom of this basket for some reason. Or maybe not the bottom, but I think they're in this scrap basket. No, not that. Here they are. They're in the top of the scrap basket when you search from the bottom. This one's pretty. Too big for that spot? No? Is it too... okay, that's my forerunner, front runner right now. the one. And then I am going to be a perfectionist about this. I think a goddess of beauty would appreciate this sort of attention to detail, and certainly I do. I can't abide these white borders. Sometimes in the right context, mainly when I put them on a really pale background, I don't totally hate them. Or like sometimes it just feels like, you know, you're just being cutesy, putting stickers on. And you don't mind it looking like a sticker. But sometimes, oh, does that even look good? Yeah, it looks good. We're doing it. I don't feel like a whole nother hour should have been allowed to pass since the last time my clock went off. That feels rude, wrong, and unfair. Okay, we've got a tiny bit of a problem here. There we go. That is lovely. And then, for good measure, why not put another butterfly on the back? I can't think of a reason why not. But we'll do this one. Oh yeah, that's gotta go. Okay, oh no, come back. Okay, you little scraps go into the trash. Come on now. Come on then. Okay. And this guy is gonna go up here. Lovely. Pop that right on there. Okay. There we go. And then, so now we've got, oh, I love this. So now we've got this beautiful pocket where I can write about her, write about that reading. And we've got maybe extra writing space that I might, maybe actually I'll use this to write about the reading. Now I'm thinking about this. And then I'll use this to like write some, I don't know, some quote or something about Venus or some little Venusism or something. That feels more appropriate actually. And then I'll use this space to actually write about the reading. And then I've still got this space to work on or to just leave pretty. And then the only other thing I wanted to check was, do I want to, I maybe do. And I maybe don't even need to audition any others. Maybe it's just this one. I mean, like I could No, that's the wrong shape for that spot. That's the wrong shape for that spot. So this is just really lovely. And it doesn't, it won't cover the words. Let's do it. Okay, so we'll just put some, we won't go crazy. We'll just do about like that. And we'll clean it up a bit there. And we'll clean it up a bit here. That is lovely and delightful and pleases me greatly. And sorry, that was slightly out of frame for you. Didn't mean it. Didn't mean anything by it, I swear. All right, let's get the pin back in the glue tip. Now let's call this puppy done. We've been here for 45 minutes. That was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. I actually had a lot of fun doing that. I hope that you had at least a little bit of fun watching me do that. I always feel like it takes a lot longer to do these things than it looks like it should, but I think part of the fun of it and part of what's so good for me about it is the actual process of slowing down and taking my time with the creative process. So there you go, and I'll see you around. Love you, bye.